Here we are, man. Here we freaking are. Wait, he is in the Alliance again? Oh, he is back. Alright, we'll promote him back again. Hopefully WAP doesn't go inactive again. What's up, Samir? How are you? First one in? First to the key? First to the egg? Or whatever? What's up, Jason? Walrus, Charles, how you guys doing? Man, Walrus, you were almost actually first. You're getting closer and closer. You just need to keep at it. Wolverine, what's up, man? How you guys doing today? Okay, first things first, I'm actually really interested in the new, like, forum post by Kabam, so I kind of want to go check that out, I think. And then we can get to, like, the bread and butter, the actual gameplay section of the stream today. So I got it pulled up, and I want to read through it. I haven't actually looked at this, so you guys are going to be seeing my, like, raw, like, visceral reaction, okay? What's up, Zemo? Oh, yeah, the page loaded, but I had to force refresh. Hey, that happens sometimes, man. There's some speedy people on the keyboards in my stream. All right, so for those of you that didn't see, we do have like a new forum post by Kabam about retroactive economy rewards and deeper ascension insights. So I'm gonna go like teacher mode real quick. I'm going to read this to you guys. Please don't fall asleep. I know I would do that in high school. So let's see. Before we begin, we want to introduce a term we'll be using moving forward, retroactive economy rewards. In simple terms, an RER is anything we promise to give you in the future for actions you take right now. We do this because some long-term rewards need addressing immediately, even if the full solution isn't ready yet. We never want you to feel punished for playing the game today just because a new system is coming tomorrow. That's fair. That's really fair. It lets us gather your feedback before the final version lands. Of course, shipping or even revealing things early has trade-offs. Details are sometimes incomplete, and this unfortunately can leave room for misunderstandings, as well as make things more jarring if they end up any different than what was initially announced. That friction is the price of getting these rewards into your hands months ahead of schedule. If you like the concept, please bear with the growing pains and keep the feedback coming. I think I have a feeling on where this is going to go. Before I read any further, because I actually do have no idea. I literally haven't read this yet. This feels like it's almost in a response to Yusafa's video that he made, where he told people to maybe hold off on some sales because we don't know if champions will be ascendable or not. And they don't want that to affect their bottom line. I haven't read any of your chat messages yet. By the way, I'm trying to make sure that I am as unbiased in my reaction to this as much as I can, but I kind of get the feeling that might be what it is for. So point number 1, how long is this? That's not too bad. Ascension plus retroactive materials. If you haven't heard by now, 7-star Ascension Plus is coming. It will be here soon. We understand that there are a lot of questions floating around about this new system, so today we want to answer a few questions we've been seeing a lot. To start, we announced that we will retroactively award Ascension materials for brand new champions from Summoners Fest onwards. In this case, brand new champions refers to completely brand new champions to the contest that are sourced via standard release methods. Here's exactly how that retroactive grant works and for whom. So it starts with Paviter, Prabharkar, Lizard, J. Jonah Jameson, Blue Marvels, and then the other ones for next year. Okay. Plus, oh my gosh, I see a donation. We got Caveman in here already. Oh my gosh. All right, I gotta look at chat now then. What is the joke today? So we have no idea if Yondu/Scroll, oh wait, that we can whale out for tomorrow are going to be ascendable right away, later or never. Kabam dumb. Also, James Bond's hair is gray because he has no time to die. Very nice, Caveman. I like the joke. It is a little bit weird. They're not listed here, presumably because they were announced earlier and buffed earlier, so they're not qualifying as new. I don't know. I'll have to read further. We'll see. It sounds like maybe they didn't quite explain themselves well enough. All right, let's grant you the honor you deserve, my friend. Also, go ahead and give yourself a crisp high five. That's one of the many perks of donating, along with being the actual big deal. Taking the big deal spot from Ligma, by the way. Man, there's something wrong with my V on my keyboard. It'll like triple tap. It's so weird. Caveman, oof, sorry. Thank you, my dude. Let's update the Cyber Weekend fund as well. Thank you for donating in an even number, by the way. Keeps the math easy. I like it. I like it. Also, welcome everyone that I haven't told welcome to the stream yet. I'm just reading Kabam's forum post right now, so. All right, plus one very special case. Doctor Strange, our first rebuild champion who will be ascendable at launch. Hallelujah. While Doctor Strange is certainly not a brand new champion to the contest, similar to Iron Man and Cyclops, he has been completely rebuilt from the ground up. By every stretch of the imagination, this version of Doctor Strange will be brand new. Okay, that's nothing new. So now we get into the meat and potatoes. Any copy of the champions above pulled from their featured Valiant Crystal double track event will grant the Ascension materials to get them to Ascension level 1 shortly after release. This includes one champion-specific Ascension token, one class-specific Ascension token each. You get more than one copy of these 7-star champions through these same methods, you will get an additional whatever they were just talking about. As a celebration for Lizard, being the main champion around the Summoners Fest announcement, while every Lizard from any source since Summoners Fest will grant 1x champion-specific blah 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 token. Additionally, when the Titan Pool rolls over in December, any Lizards pulled from this crystal until the feature launches this spring will also grant 1 times Lizard Ascension token. That seems pretty good. Like, Lizard is going to be able to, if you already have him, get potentially a little stacked. When Ascension fully releases, you'll automatically receive all promised materials soon after the update drops. New exclusive 7-star Ascension Crystal. Another aspect of Ascension we announced at Summoner Fest was the fact that we'd be adding 7-star champions to that Ascension pool through various methods. This also provides another avenue to acquire Ascension outside of new champion releases, right? So this would be like our older champions. It's basically like opening a new 7-star kind of thing. So presumably this will be how they'll kind of balance the contest. Maybe some of the crazy stacked champions will be ascendable later. I'm not sure. Furthermore, one of the largest pieces of feedback we heard from players at Summoners Fest and online has been the frustrations related to duping 7-star champions. And this is going to come from the whales. Like, I don't know how many of you guys have been watching a lot of Titan openings, like especially Legacy. Like, just anyone on his like level of opening or like anyone who whales out. Their Titan openings that last rollover were so disappointing because they were just getting Max Sig Crystal after Max Sig, or not Crystal because those don't exist, but you know, they were just duping champs they didn't need it. Yeah, they didn't profit from duping. Especially when they're Max Sig. We've seen the screenshots of players with millions of 7-star shards and seen all the feedback that pulling Sig 200 Titan champions is a rough feeling. Yep, got a hell to myself there. It's clear that this is a pain point for players. We have plans to remedy this. While we're not ready to reveal the full details of our long-term system plans yet, we didn't want to leave you stranded in suspense for months while we finish it, okay? Therefore, effective immediately, every time you pull a duplicate 7-star champion from any source, you will retroactively earn shards for a brand new, special exclusive Ascension 7-star crystal. Dang. Well, I guess I should have saved my 7 stars. RIP. That kind of sucks. This crystal features 6 champions, and the champions in this crystal can only be ascended by opening this exact crystal. I hope this isn't like a precursor to like having just a bunch of different crystals similar to how the incursion crystals are. That might kind of suck. I wouldn't be a big fan of that if we needed to just get a bajillion different kinds. I don't think they would do that. It'd probably be like kind of a basic champion pool, but these shards drop solely from 7-star dupes, and shard rewards are identical regardless of where the champion was duped. Now, we touched earlier that pulling max sig champions feels extra bad, especially from Titan crystals. To address that feeling, we plan to grant even more of these special exclusive 7-star shards when summoners pull max sig Titan champions. Wow, okay, so that is... Actually, that's like really awesome. I really do like that. But dude, the thing that bothers me, right, is that they're making so many changes and additions to this game that are making the gap between the top and bottom so much bigger, dude. Like, that sounds like it's going to be pretty valuable stuff, right? Like, and I'm not saying you shouldn't get a leg up on the competition if you're spending a lot of money. You should. I just don't know how that will impact the game in the long run. We'll have to see. I think it might just further feed the prestige divide, like the class divide of MCOC players. This is something we've been discussing for a while. We finally confirmed we were able to do all of this retroactively yesterday. Wanted you to have this information the moment it was confirmed. Retroactive stuff that Kabam does concerns me all the time, by the way. Sometimes people will get to double up on rewards or compensation. How can they assure that, like, this will be balanced? What's up? I have no clue. How are you? With us bringing this to you as early as possible, it also unfortunately comes with very few additional details. We're still finalizing the plans. We hope to have a follow-up post before the end of 2025 with the exact shard cost, shard per dupe values, initial launch pool of 7-star Ascension. That'll be interesting and highly anticipated. And the special exclusive 7-star Ascension pool. Seriously, the name is a work in progress. Yeah, it would. Hopefully they can get something that comes off the tongue a little bit better. Been a while. Hope I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. But happy to have you here. Okay, we got a few more details. With the launch of Ascension, around 30 additional currently ownable 7-stars, and the January Saga Chase champion will be ascendable. Okay, so this is just like champions we don't know. This is like a nebulous thing. Okay. Though the precise count might shift slightly, these champions will live in the Ascension base pool. The exact method of acquisition for this base pool crystal is still being determined. Therefore, we do not have shareable details at this moment. Man, this is like really early announcements. We should, like, this is actually pretty nice to know, I think. As of now, to celebrate the launch this spring, we plan to run a fairly simple event where you can earn some of these champions ascended easily and for free. Okay, so don't expect any cracked out of their mind champs then. Like, you're not going to be seeing, like, Serpent, for instance, and stuff like this. I guarantee it. In the future, there will be even more ways to earn champion ascension materials, but more on that at a later date. Stay tuned. To recap, yeah, so it's just saying, like, the retroactive dupe, like, shard things are live. When the feature's launched, they'll be sent to you shortly after release. AKA, they'll have a hiccup maybe, their servers will crash. We'll get them that week, I would imagine. I mean, that's cool to give us a heads up. I like that. I really like any time that Kabam is, like, more open with the community. I think only good things can come from that. Because it also gives them time to know how the community, like, feels about it, which I think is great. Overall, though, I'm a little bit, like... I'm just always concerned the divide between the top of the contest and the bottom. And, like, I don't know that there's too much of a middle anymore. It feels like you have to choose whale or not whale. Like, you can still be a moderate spender, but the gap is still huge between the whales and the megalodons. But, like, I do worry, because then you have to balance a game for, like, an elite player base that desires certain things because they're the ones that are giving you money. And then that can kill the experience for the people on the bottom. And that can kill the game, because even though they're not spending on the game, they are the player base. It you know, it prevents the game from spreading through word of mouth, stuff like that. Prevents people from maybe even making content on the game in general. And I think that can potentially have very negative repercussions, but we'll have to see just how, like, impactful these changes will be. Anyway, without further ado, you guys are probably all asleep by now, tired of hearing me. with my story. Let's hop in to Act 7. Let's not do that. I have a 6-star to open really quick, and then we will hop into it. So type your guesses in the chat below. If you get it right, you get your own free crisp high five, which otherwise the only way to get that would be hitting our viewership goal or donating through Super Chat, which is a pretty cool thing. So if you do guess the champion down below or to the side, whatever, then also that gives you like an unofficial boost in crystal luck. I mean, I don't know. That's what I've heard. So I'll give you guys a little bit because of the stream delay. I think we're gonna get Moon Knight. You just woke up. Well, good morning, Samir. But yeah, I think Ascension could be cool. I don't know. I don't know that I'm gonna get as excited about like getting an Ascension thing. It just feels like it's not as like novelty as getting just a brand spanking new champion, you know? All right, I'm seeing the guesses coming in now. War Machine, of course. Squirrel Girl, of course. Hulkbuster, Red Hulk, Airwalker, Sauron, Taskmaster. All right, let's do it. Also, if you beat me in a friendlies match, yes, you do get a crisp high five for me. Although that only happens once in a while when I set that as the donation goal. The friendly stream was really fun, Samir. I'm looking forward to when we're able to do that again. It was the perfect time, too. It's a day there wasn't a lot going on. What do we got here? We got... Ooh, Kingpin would have been nice. Angela's really nice. That's an awakening. That's potentially game-changing, actually, because we have Odin as well. So we can slap the Odin buffs on her. I'm gonna have to maybe sig her up now. Like, that's really powerful. I am actually quite happy with that. The odds of that were pretty low. Where even is she? I don't think anyone guessed Angela. Nope. That is probably like one of the only dupes that I'm actually like happy with. I can't... Oh, she's right there. I'm actually blind. I promise I don't need glasses. For each buff on Angela, her opponent suffers the following: nullify an auto block. So it's 14% and damaging debuff duration. So I mean, I need her to get sigged up as much as I can, but at Thronebreaker level, I don't know if this goes away when I'm Paragon or not, but I can get 10 sig levels per day from the daily super event. So I can actually get her sigged up like fairly quick because we're not on the alt every single day, to the point where I can probably still use Angela in content. I can do the war showcase of tech defenders now. That's true. I don't know that I will right away though. Game. There we go. All right. That being said, that's actually a cause for celebration. That's a huge pull. Huge pull. Like, dude, my roster in this account has been so lucky. Okay, let's see which path we want to take. We can get to the King boss as soon as we can. Whenever the defender is struck, they have a 100% chance to inflict a stifle debuff. Reducing combat power rate. Each unique buff on the attacker reduces the chance by inflicting... Okay. Every 15-second... Dude, this is just another... Yeah, this is just a Hercules path, honestly. Yeah, we'll just Hercules with Odin. Angela would actually do really good on that path, too. Funnily enough. But no, I think we just... I'm not even gonna, like, bother looking at the other paths. What on earth is this roster? Yeah, let me show you guys my roster real quick. If it's been a while since you've tuned into the alt account. So here's what we have. We have a rank 4 Herc, Nico, Yondu, and Human Torch. Our first 7-star pull was Killmonger, followed by Atuma. And yeah, we have some crazy OP champs, dude. We have Kate Bishop, Kitty Pryde, Ironheart, Hulkling, Titania is still not too shabby. We got CGR. We just duped Angela, which is insane. I think Scream is excellent. Iron Man. We have Abs Man. Hasn't even gotten a level because Nico, and I haven't needed him yet. Like, we have so many good champions. We got Odin, which is sick. And then we have the 5-star Heimdall. That's all you need. We got Domino. We got Medusa. We got Hype. We got Red Skull. We got Doctor Strange. We got Miss Marvel. Captain Marvel Classic. Just kidding. We've been pretty freaking lucky so far. So I'm like quite pleased. Quite thrilled with the champions that we have. I think we'll throw on some XP boostage. Yep. All right. Time to herk it. Also, guys, if you could go ahead and drop a like on the stream right away, just so that we can get things rolling, get as many people in here as possible before the big fight against the Kang Man, who I actually don't really remember how to fight. Perk Path, you'll be back later. I'm sorry, Walrus. Oh my gosh, I whiffed. Perk cheese, basically. I'm surprised this path doesn't permanently heal block you. Because you're just like permanently willpowered. I forgot the Odin pre-fights. Oh, I did. You're right. That makes sense. I was like, why am I not doing damage? Did I click them and then just like... Why do I feel like that happened in my mind's eye? I'm so out of it. Thank you for the heads up though, Samir. On the bright side, Herc gets like the precision stuff. We'll be okay. Wolverine? Kang Bang for the... That would be pretty good though. That would be hilarious. No, I don't know that that would be supremely appropriate. As hilarious as that would be. How you doing, Steven? That is funny. Okay, why? No, I didn't forget them. I did not forget them. Okay, I'm not on drugs. I totally thought I had. Wait, I actually don't know why I didn't have the Odin pre-fight there. Was that a Hulkbuster thing? Maybe they got nullified? Yeah. That might have been a Hulkbuster thing. I think he does some stuff. Maybe. Fate Seal? Oh, is there a Fate Seal that I don't know about? Oh, there is. That's big sad. Yeah, I have never actually heard that terminology, Wolverine. Ooh, that was close. Anytime. Oh, that was way too early. That was on me. Whoops. Man, that Fate Seal actually sucks. OG Iron Man cheeses Bishop. Yeah, but we gotta go with the Cosmic Avalanche champions. The Cosmic Avalanche, yo. Kirk doesn't need his specials. He can just do a whole fight with basic hits. Yeah, true. Dude, I've been pretty happy. This Bishop has been, like, pretty hesitant as far as, like, Bishops go to throw his special at my block, which has been really nice. Usually, there's a couple times a Bishop fight. He'll just, like, throw the special one for no reason at all. Finished Act 5 today? Nice. What? You hate Bishop? Yeah. Not a big fan. I could have been using Yondu. Could have been using Yondu. That was a pretty docile Bishop, yep. Which I am very thankful for. Aw, dang it, that barely got me. Frick. What's up, Nick? How are you, man? I should have just gone straight to the special, too. That probably KOs anyway. You want to get Thronebreaker to hit the Cosmic Egg? Yeah, you got to get the egg, man. You want Super Scroll over Yondu, really? That's interesting, man. One of the first people I've heard say that. It's pretty much been, like, universally people wanting Yondu. Maybe that's, like, my own fault because I am, like, a huge Yondu propagandist. But I actually haven't heard someone who wants Scroll more. I've heard people mention they really want the, they like the Nova Flames. But I think that's only for the tech, isn't it? Like the tech matchup. Come on, do it. Oh, that's big to make. We're gonna get Fate Sealed, maybe. Nope, we're good. This Red Skull could be a problem next fight. You're watching the Battlegrounds friendly stream. You saw our match. You saw that I banned your Jean Grey since you can understand banning Atuma. Oh yeah, I wasn't even really thinking about that at the time, but now that you mention that, that was accidentally genius. Thank you for rewatching my live stream though, man. Anyone, dude, if people are rewatching live streams, I think that like helps boost the channel quite a bit. Nova Flame is only for tags. Okay, that's what I thought. I do think the goodies in the Cyber Weekend bundle stuff look good. You like Yondu a lot as a character, but you kind of think Super Scroll is the smarter choice. I guess as far as defense goes, sure. I just feel like there's so many good mystics in the game. Like, to where I don't know that I would put a lot of value on him defensively personally. But that's just me. I think, yeah, I mean, Scroll in war could be annoying. Like on certain nodes for sure. That I can see. Maybe not like supremely annoying or anything, but like he would definitely be there. Ah, rip, we're about to lose the buffs. Oh well. Oof. Oh, he let me do it to him. Let's go. I mean, is that the worst thing in the world, getting... I don't think so. Because I'm just getting willpower, right? I don't think so. Dang. I gave him the chance to use the special. He just didn't take it. That's alright. Hercules damage do be Herculesing. Is that a word? I don't think so. I mean, Hercules has pretty good spacing against him anyway. I think he's dead now. We got a lot of willpower from that Red Skull fight, man. It's kind of worth it to not play around the node there if I need the HP. Yeah. Nice and humble, Charles. I like it. Is Scroll poison immune? He might be. I think he has some immunities. You've watched when you guessed Falcon and Shathra 3 times? That was still crazy, Samir. I can't believe that happened. Yo, what's up, Leo? How are you, man? Watched that stream quite a few times. Dude, I'm glad, man. Glad you guys like the VODs. I always consider, like, to even upload them in the first place. But I figure I might as well. There's a lot of moments I like rewatching too. It's kind of it's gonna sound really self-absorbed, but if I ever pull off like a really clutch fight with like 2% left, I like to go back and rewatch it just to relive the hype. I do that actually quite often. Not to toot my own horn or anything, you know, but I do totally get what you guys are also feeling. I like dexing the special one for Storm X, man. It doesn't even look like that first icicle would hit you anyway. You'd be disappointed if I didn't hype myself up? Well, good. Because I do be hyping myself up. Okay, honestly, this is... I might go full yellow bar this one. Now that I said that, I totally jinxed the crap out of myself, though. Man, so close to full HP though. 93%. And that's a good path. Use Yondu? I'll try to find time to use him. You've seen me play Yondu. He looks insane. Super Scrolls Incinerate looks fire. I like the word used there, overnight. He's not poison immune. He's immune to Incinerate, Shock, and Special Lock. That's kind of an interesting trinity of immunities. Storm X's special one was the first special you're confident about fully dexing. I think, like, she's definitely up there. Winter Soldier definitely is also involved, though. I think I've dexed Elena's special 2 on accident a couple times, but it's very inconsistent. Attacker's special 2 deals more damage. After the attacker uses a special, you gotta wait, and then bubble shield. Alright, we don't overthink it. We'll just take Warlock. Hercules special 2, right? And he's just in the bin. DED. Okay, maybe not. Maybe more than that. Oh, I didn't disable the protection. I'm stupid. Oh my gosh, I'm actually an idiot, chat. I forgot that node was even on the table. Oh my heck. You know what? It's fine. We have the Odin buff, so we'll shrug off his virus like pretty quick. Not super worried. DEAD? No, it's DED. Everyone knows. Dude, I really need to, like, put more effort into learning the Warlock Special 1 decks. I pretty much just, like, don't. That was actually really brave. There we go. That's big to make. Oh, the heavy intercept? Oh my gosh, he's crazy with it. Except he's got the protection. Do I just, like... Let's just do it. I know his attack will be unblockable or whatever, but... it's all good. That's what immortality's for, right? Can I reach that? Nope, now I can. No! The hit didn't connect! Oh, man. And it was too early. Dang, that actually sucks a little bit. Not gonna lie. Oh, I did it! Now I need to get that dex down to where, like, I can do it if I'm, like, close to him. Alright, well, that was easy peasy. Perk food for sure. That entire quest was, like, easy, man. A rank 4 shocker will do some serious work, Nick. Garvit has one, and he is always singing his praises, man. Where's Widow at? You're in a hating mood? Hey, don't be taking that out on Widow. Widow's... most of the time. Widow's innocent. Okay, this is the Kang, right? This is the Kang quest. The Kang man. It is the Kang man. Cool beans. I actually don't even remember this fight, like, at all. It's been completely memory hold. Like, I somewhat remembered, like, the Collector and stuff like that. I genuinely don't remember the Kang fight at all. So... Acid wash. Yeah, no. Paradox. No, it's backfire. Yeah, we don't really have a good science chimp. Kirk cheese. Super Scroll could have been great in the Victory Trek meta since you can't special lock him. Yeah, that's true. Is there like a best path? Is that a thing? Whenever your combo meter increases by 5, you gain a paradox charge. Or am I getting screwed if I get too many? Yeah, I do. Ouch. I did not want to move. It doesn't seem awful. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go use the restroom. If you guys, if there is like a quote-unquote cheese path, let me know while I'm gone. I shouldn't be too long. Alright, we're back. Alright, what do we get? You can get to King with a bunch of paradox charges. Your cards right. The Luke Cage path. I'm seeing a couple people saying the Luke Cage path. That is a pretty long cyber weekend, I will say. Oh, the Luke Cage path. That was the Toxicant. Yeah, I don't know though. I don't really have a great like champion for. I mean, I could maybe use Nico. Does this? I can't remember. Does Toxican apply through block? Like if I block, this is Act 7, Steven. This is 736. It might be safe to return Walrus. I'm not sure. I don't know. I need to read the rest of the paths anyway. Okay. Selective time stream. Every 20 seconds, the defender's health is instantly restored. Any debuffs that are removed. Incinerate and shock debuffs prevent this regeneration. Incinerate and shock. Man, if only I had Okoye. If only I had Okoye. It's not through block? Okay, then we could definitely do that path with Nico then. Let me just make sure these aren't like cheesable. Safeguard. Honestly, I mean, we might just take Nico through that path then. She'd probably cook, right? We can always try it and see how it actually happens. Is there any champion that I have that's like definitively great as far as like taking down Kang? Oh no, do I have to fight a Nightcrawler? No. You guys saw the Nightcrawler fight last time? Cage Path is rated easier. Yeah, except for Nightcrawler, dude. I cannot stand Nightcrawler. Like, oh my gosh. Drives me crazy, bro. Say Fossy. Hey, Say Fossy Raid. Thank you, man. Welcome in. Torch / Black Widow Deadly Origin. I do have rank 4 Human Torch, actually. That's not a bad idea, Caveman. Also, good evening, Darkness. Sorry, I just saw your message. Welcome in, guys. Hulkling is amazing for Kang. Any Cosmics, really? Okay. So I could probably Hercules. Hercules him to death. I mean, this looks like this would be a pretty good path for Human Torch. Except you have to make sure you have Incinerate, not Nova Flame. Which is kind of maybe not the best, but I mean, you can do it. I could try the Venom the Duck path. I think we go the Luke Cage path, or we just Human Torch the entirety of that other path. I kind of want to go the Human Torch path of things because I just really can't express to you guys how much I don't want to... Ooh, we can actually bring Ironheart too. Hold on. I can't express to you guys how much I really just don't want to fight Nightcrawler. I mean, Ironheart feels like absolute cheese, right? For that path. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. Also, dude, I didn't know Karina is actually in the MCU. Did you guys know that? She's the assistant lady when they go to see the Collector. I had no idea. That is Karina. She just isn't like the MCOC Karina. Kitty, yeah, Kitty would work as well. I was like so shook. I saw that on, someone was talking with Vincent about it on one of the like Kabam Discord server channels, and I was shook. I was like, bro, no way. We're on 736. So yeah, that's a thing. And Torch do be doing damage though. Ooh, we almost didn't have an Incinerate on him because he was being so passive. We aren't. What the heck? What is this Venom the Duck doing? Dude! Bro, the special, my guy. What is happening? I didn't want to push him to the special too, bro, but like, what the crap? He knows when that like full heal is about to come online. Oh, and then he interrupts me there. All right, well, he's dead now. Not that great of a fight, but you know what? We got it. Oh, it's oscillate. Okay. Yep. No, you're right. That's right. I forgot about that node. Thank you. I don't know why that I never pay attention to that one. Yeah, I remember how it works. Spidey, what's up, man? How are the Bills doing? How are the Bills? Also, I might as well boost, I think. We're about to go overboard on them. They're down by 4? Yikes. I did think that that was maybe winnable by the Texans. Their defense is pretty good. I feel like they could maybe contain Josh a little bit. I guess I can do full combos. Oh no. That's not good, chat. Honestly, though, we're probably gonna die. Or... yeah, no, we're probably dead, actually. Never mind. I believe. Okay, we're good. We, like, barely had an incinerate on him. That was really close, though. Yeah, I actually, there's been so many times I've complained about it, Walrus, and every time I forget. It's just like, I know that they're supposed to be defensive, but they feel too defensive, man. Because, like, in my mind, I think of defensive, and I think of, like, when the defender has, like, an intimidate or something. You know? Also, we have 27 people in here right now. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure and drop a like. It would be much appreciated. And share with a buddy. Alright, we'll go with Ironheart on this one. You know, it'd be really rude if they put, like, Kingpin on this path or something. See, like, he just threw a special there, and he's in, like, defensive mode. It can happen. He did it again. See, okay, I'm not, like, super crazy. That would be good for Gladiator, Nick. What? Man, I am like making some critical errors here, chat. Alright, we're good though. Why is Davis Mills playing better than Josh? I couldn't tell you, dude. I think that is a Texans team that's like finally figuring it out. The first half of the year, they felt like they didn't really, like, know who they were. I think they're starting to gel. Starting to get it together at the right time. Oh, wait, we have Taiguahu. Would we? I think we would just use Iron Hot again. How much would you guys pay for me to do an entire stream with that accent? I'll do it. Bro, like, Widowy, that wouldn't have even hit me if I was fasto. Honestly, it's kind of not, like, the worst when they're not aggressive. Because you can actually get, like, space back. $70K crits on a heavy is insane. Oh, Walrus! Thank you, man. He says, I'm here for the Ironheart gameplay. Here's a $5. Thank you. No, she knew, bro! I was getting too antsy. I was scared the incinerates would fall off. Just my luck on the timing. Alright, well, we got her down, though. It ain't pretty, though. Thank you so much, Walrus. Thank you for the donation. Go ahead and give yourself a crisp high five. That is a high five that comes with boosted luck. Maybe, maybe not. I've heard good things. So, just hopefully you get some insane pulls, my dude. Thank you. That does increase our total to an odd number, though, but at least it's a multiple of 5. 115, those of you that play Call of Duty Zombies understand the significance of that one. But thank you very much, man. Ironheart is a sneaky Jean Cheese. She's definitely a very good option. I don't know that there's technically like Jean Grey cheese, but yeah, definitely very good. I think I'll use Ironheart again because the tracking or whatever. At least I think she has tracking, right? I think she does, if you have enough incinerates. Yeah, there it is. 5 is the most even odd number. That's so true. No, 5 is like the number, like, the, like, perfectionism / OCD doesn't get triggered by, you know? Not that I have that, it's just, you know, it's the feels, it's the vibes. Man, Ironheart destroys this path. 5 should actually be an even number. Reverse control immune and the incinerates burn through shield. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You'll use the unofficial crystal luck. You've got almost 100 7-star crystals for the December champ editions. That's so many, Walrus. That's like so insane. Yeah, reverse control immunity for Jean fights is really big. I agree. I'm tempted to use the pre-fight and just like hope I kill him fast enough, but I don't really know how that'll go. I do need to heal up though. I think I'm going to use Human Torch for the Squidward. I hate Ebony Maw, by the way. Oh, that actually is in range. That sucks. Oh yeah, oscillate things. Don't kill me? No, that's gonna kill me, right? No? Is that enough? It's enough. Let's go. That's why we healed. You use Prowler for Gene. I've still never been able to have a 7-star Prowler experience, man. Go home. Earth is closed today. I wish he would have actually called him Squidward. Or does he? I don't think he does. Okay. Now we have King. Wada wada bing bang. Who do we use, chat? Who do we bring in? You guys were saying Hulkling is pretty good for this fight. Do I just swap in Hulkling? Is that the play? He does call him Squidward? Okay. I don't know why I can't remember him saying Squidward. I do know the Earth is closed today line, though, so I don't know why I forgot that. Maybe I need to go rewatch all the Avengers movies. Robert Downey Jr. has some, like, insanely good, like, quips. Like, he has some really funny lines. A lot of it's improv, too. Dude is an insane actor. Alright, we got the lights on now. Jack absolutely destroys Gene. Yeah, he's pretty good, too. The thing about Jean, man, you really need to get rid of her shield as quick as you can. Like, it is such a good stall tactic. Okay, I'll just go Hulkling. I believe you guys. You could be trolling me, and I'm about to have the worst time imaginable, but I, for some reason, trust you. I, for some reason, trust you. I think it's the next Kang that Torch works better for. Okay, each paradox on the attacker grants them an indefinite prowess buff, increasing special attack damage by 10%. I mean, it's not really gonna matter. I don't have power loops duration is increased. Power charges on the attacker grant an additional blank. Conquer the Conqueror. The attacker starts the fight with 15 parry and 17 dex charges, triggering the corresponding mastery, removes one of the charges. There were no charges remaining to remove. The attacker is instead power and special locked. All charges are restored whenever time collapse is triggered. 7 of each are restored when the power lock expires. Okay, so what's in this guy's kit then? Reduce all damage he takes by 90%. Decrease to 75% when he has 1 bar of power, and reduce to 55 when he has 2 bars. Does he not do anything fan? Oh, he does. Okay. At the start of the fight, King activates a countdown timer of 10 seconds. Dude, none of this sounds familiar to me. I don't know why this has been, like, destroyed from, like, my brain. You're loving the community. Second ever YouTube live you've done. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. I think we built up a really good community. I do. I really do. Okay. He randomly selects either 0, 1, 2, or 3 bars of power. When the timer expires, if the opponent has that many bars of power, they have a 140% chance to gain a power charge. They do not gain one, or it fails due to chance. They instead take direct damage. Maybe I use, like, Hyperion for this the first time, and that's why I don't remember it. I feel like he'd be really good for it. If Kang is knocked down by the special attack corresponding to the selected bars, Power Loop is immediately removed, and the opponent gains a power charge. And then we just do that again. The Power Loop is paused while the opponent uses the corresponding special attack. If I hit him with a heavy, that'll pause his timer, I think. Completing a phase goes to 0. He's indestructible during phase change. He'll be very defensive. And then all of a sudden he'll get aggressive. And also throw special for that selector power on King. When the opponent has 3 power charges, King suffers from time collapse. He'll be stunned, and that's when you do your damage. And then his second phase, you need 4 power charges. You're going to passively gain power. Okay, that's interesting. Special attack cost is reduced. He's just going to be firing a bunch of specials, huh? Okay, I don't feel like any of this is, like, crazy. Oh, this one you lose power. That actually kind of sucks. If the opponent performs the same combo-ending attack twice in a row, they are power drained for 50% of a bar of power. Power drain effect from special 1 is increased. He really wants to keep you away from power there. Jeez. And then, honestly, I don't plan on doing this all in one rip. We're probably just going to have to come back and consult the King notes again anyway. You basically need to beat him to a special 3 that last phase, it looks like. And you need to be close to him. Okay. Okay. I think I can do this. And then, okay, blocking his specials will power burn you. Let's see how this goes. I'm flying in. I'm going in blind. We'll go in with Hulkling first as like the sacrificial lamb. We'll see if we can do anything. Okay, so just to be clear. Okay, currently I need to have 0 bars of power. Okay, and then the next one will give you, it'll be 3. So it at least warns me, which is cool. Oh, it's not the same as the other King. Oh my gosh, that threw me off, dude. Okay. That actually wrecked me. He can't have power drain, so he's good for the 3rd phase. I will keep that in mind. I don't know the special 2 animation. We're about to fail this prompt, though. Oh, that's actually sick. Wow, you take a lot of damage, though. Oh, it's not paused during your special attack. That sucks. Okay, that was actually ambitious. No, you... Not aggressive enough. We're about to fail it again. Oh, that special 2 power locks you. No, he heavy interrupted me. Oh, dang it. Okay, I think I get the hang of it. Knocking them down with that special also counts for the prompt. Oh, okay. I'm sure I read that. That's just one of the bits of knowledge that I seem to have misplaced. Okay, I think we could probably do pretty okay, I think, in this fight. Oh, I actually... Wow, this is like a perfect opener, I think. You know, if somebody was a Herald as well, they would be pretty good. I think that makes them... I think that makes you power drain immune, doesn't it? Someone can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I'm pretty sure it does, though. Dude, that animation is sick. Ah, what an unlucky time to phase complete. I still don't know that timing. Oh, wait, actually? I mean, do I really care if I get hit? I do care. Oh, that's giving me power, lol. Special attacks cost less. That's okay. I thought throwing the special one would get me where I need to be. It did not. That's all right. Oh my gosh, Hercules damage goes crazy. Dex gives power, blocking drains power. Okay. Well, that was a phase change. Might as well build up some feats of strength. Am I right, boys? Man, why did the King from Banquet not have that special attack, dude? Or not special attack. Why does it not have these animations? Like, that actually goes incredibly hard. Dang it. I kept getting hit by that second one. Oh. I was just barely too late. Okay, that one. No, I can't get that second one. I could totally have gotten him the rest of the way, I think. Honestly, I might just revive with Hercules. It's so much faster. I think I'm gonna do it. They should buff King and make him a defender like this. Yeah, dude, I have a 7-star King as well. That will never see the light of day outside of Arena. So power burn resistance, resistance to DOT, and unblockable specials for Heralds. So maybe it wouldn't work, because I don't think it's a power burn, it's just a drain. They didn't want him too OP. Dude, just, like, keep him the same way, and then... just, like, he can be so much cooler. Like, these animations are awesome, dude. Oh, well. Back to Herc, you'd like a refund? I'm sorry. Forgive me. Dude, how in the world do they want you to get the special 3, bro? What? Oh my gosh, you're crazy, bro. They must just, like, want you to just chuck tons of heavy attacks, man. Or not. Maybe they don't want you to do that. What is the gimmick for gaining bars of power for this phase? I must just not remember. You went with Thanos twice? I don't think that's super crazy. Wow. Oh, I'm supposed to... I'm an idiot. I forgot this is the one where I need to be close to him to build power. My bad. Oh, and he's unblockable. That's right. Oh, his attacks don't miss? Do they cause instant death? They do, right? They do. Dang it. I was hoping I would just Heimdall live and then kill him back. Oh my gosh. Are we doing this? Come on, Heimdall, you got this. I need to get through. Yeah. I know. Dude, how do you do that? That's insane. Wait, can you power drain this guy? Is that part of his kit or like stuff? That's actually wild. He gets there so quick. Nope, you just have to just get there, I guess. Wow. Okay. Okay, then. Oh, that sucks. What? Sheep? What does that mean? No, I missed the intercept. No, I was there, dude. I know I gain more power. It just feels like you can't stay close enough long enough. I just need a little help, man. I just needed a little bit. I was there. Brutal. This is where Hyperion would be incredibly clutch. Or Bishop. Right? You could have Bishop on deck with loaded like special 3 basically. And instantly. Oh, what's going on? I got you. Oh, I misclicked. No, I got it. That's why we let him hit us. Immortality. Now let him hit with you. Yep. Immortality coming in clutch. Yeah, he was firing that sucker off as soon as he possibly could. I think it's Ares. The death immunity makes it like impossible, right? Something like that. All right, we got it. Holy macaroni. All right, now we have Future Kang next. That's going to be a doozy. Let's see, we get a 6-star ring 2 gem. Okay. Some tier 5 class. Man, you just get like nothing from the Act 7 stuff. You just get like nothing. All right, let's see what we got. Let's go crack open some crystals, chat. This guy, I don't think we'll get there tonight, but I'm excited. That fight's kind of fun, kind of spicy. Lycan does too. He would, dude. Okay, we're hoping for Cosmic, and of course we only get 2. Nice. Sorry, Angela. You gonna have to wait. I'm just gonna pop this skill. I don't know if I even have anyone to use that, really. Let me just check really quick. Do I even have any great, like, skill options there? No, I have Kate Bishop, but she is already rank 2, so that helps me nothing. Honestly, that might be the worst class I could have possibly gotten. I mean, I could use Valkyrie, maybe. I might just hold on to that until I have another reason to use it. I think that it is. I think it is planned to get a buff. Yeah, it will in a year. It's probably going to take a while. All right, let's see what we can get. Again, I'll have you guys guess on the final champion we get, not this first one, okay? So go ahead and get your guesses in the chat. What are we thinking I will snag from my final 6-star crystal? Again, if you get it right, you get a crisp high 5, which the only other way to get would be by donating through Super Chat to the Cyber Weekend Fund, of course, or beating me in a Battlegrounds match. So it's a pretty exclusive thing, pretty cool if you get it right. Pretty freaking cool. I'm going to guess Moon Knight again. Maybe like my vibes for Moon Knight on my other 6-star crystal were just a little bit premature. Hulkbuster, Squirrel Girl, Superior Iron Man. Yeah, that is your most common one, Nick. War Machine. Hulk. I wouldn't be too mad at a Hulk. Witchcraft Samir is back. Oh, here we go. Gladiator Hulk, Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, Voodoo, Night Thrasher. All right, remember, you guys can only guess once. So, again, this one does not count. It is the next crystal that we are going off of. Also, if you're enjoying the stream, if you could go ahead and drop a nice little like, helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't already. You also do get a crisp by 5 for watching till the end of the stream. That's true. But that is only if we actually... That only comes from a viewership goal, which is 150 views. I might bump that up in the future. Who knows? Ronin! If we can get this guy awakened. We get Ronin cheese of the 6-star variety. That's actually good to have, man. There's a lot of Ronin cheese left, especially if we go back for exploration. So, here we go. What are we getting? Maybe it'll be Ebony Maw. Or more Angela Sigs. That would actually be nice. Cheese Man. Alright. Oh, I didn't even tap it. It opened itself. And it's a Gambit. Yikes. Man, we still are pretty weak in the mutant class. I don't think anyone guessed Gambit. Better luck next year, chat. Man, that is overall some real stinker polls. If I didn't already have like a crazy 6-star roster, like these guys were still one of my like newer 6-stars, I would be very upset. Very upset. Gambit is pretty good for the mutant event quest, though. So I guess there's that. And that's like a pretty big L. That was a failure, chat. Gambit, Gladiator Hulk, pretty much the same. Yeah, they're basically the same champion. They both start with the same letter, right? All right, what do we actually get from 7.4 though? We're going to get a 6-star Nexus. That's a lot of 6 stones. Ooh, speaking of which, let's go burn all those really quick. Nico. More Sigs, the better. Yandu, I wish you were awakened, buddy, but you're not. Angela, where are you? I think this will be paying dividends. Hercules is already pretty high Sig. I don't know that it's really worth sigging Kitty Pryde, right? I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah, that's not awful. That's not awful. And I don't really have any other mutant to give these to. I might as well. Dude, iBomb's a pretty good champion, that's for sure. I think a lot of science champions can handle Enchantress without being designated as like an official counter. I saw that Seaton started a new account. I haven't like really, like I popped in for like 2 seconds to see what was happening. And then I left. I haven't like, I didn't stick around and watch it. I think we have a better roster than him though, from what I can tell. Gambit is superior to Iron Man. Okay. Next quest. What do we got? Another Hulkbuster. They really like having Hulkbuster, huh? Defender is inflicted with a debuff. Gain a paradox charge. Whenever you dodge an attack using the dexterity, remove one. While 2 or less paradox, the defender is passively unstoppable. That's annoying. Wait, that's actually not too bad. That's actually not as bad as I thought. You just start off with like a couple parries and you're fine. Stop. Don't try and cheat the system. This is a majority rule on the Crisp High Fives. He got Kushala. I did see that, yeah. He definitely beats me there. He's on like Act 9. Well, he should be. He's been streaming for like 10 hours every day. It's been crazy. Dude has been on the non-stop grind. I love MCOC. I don't know that I could play it for like 10 hours straight. Even like 6 hours. Like we've done that for like Epoch and stuff. And that gets like pretty exhausting. I'm not going to lie. I would need to work a break in there somewhere. And then I could probably do it. Okay, back to this. Let's see, who's on this path? That doesn't seem too bad. Psycho Man. I could see Black Panther being tricky though, because you can't really parry him, right? Penny, that wouldn't be awful. Emma. That's okay. What is this path? Whenever the defender activates a special, they gain a burnout charge. When the defender's 10 or more burnout charges, defender's best. Whenever the attacker activates dexterity, burnout charges, or the defender gains an additional burnout. Whenever the defender would gain power or health while under the effect of a heal block, they're instead inflicted with a non-stacking passive degen. Blocked attacks cause the defender to gain 10% power. That seems pretty freaking easy, honestly. That seems like pretty simple. I think we'll take this path because we can Human Torch, and then whoever we want for everyone. I mean, we could even Human Torch Sorcerer Supreme. Do I have White Magneto? I actually might. I feel like I seem to remember maybe we got Wags. Yeah, we do have him. That might be important to remember for the future. Like I said, I think I'm probably just going to take this team in right now. I think they should be able to do this path, no problem. Should. I use that term loosely, but I think we'll be alright. I will say, it is kind of a bummer land that our first 2 7-stars were, like, defensive. You can use Killmonger on offense, sure, but I don't think he's, like, as crazy good. Okay. Let's see how this goes. If this is going to happen like I think it will in my head. throw it. I don't want to get a special 3 to the face. Please. Thank you. Seeing your roster from the friendly stream, could you be Act 7? I'd have to go take another look at it. My memory's not good enough to remember exactly who you had. I do remember you having some pretty good champions in there, though. I don't remember exactly who, though. Look, each rupture, by the way, hitting for over 1,000 right now. And this is not an Ascended Yondu, not rank 5. And we can get like 4 to 5 at one time. That's pretty freaking good, and that's not even as powerful as they get. Yo, Stud, how are you, man? Shame there's no Widow to make fun of tonight. I know. That's rough, man. We will continue on with our Yondu tirade? Tirade, that's the word. What if you were Jubilee and you just wanted your prowess, but Yondu said no? Oh. Finger guns. He invalidates, yep. And he turns the invalidation into armor up. That's what makes him so good for Havoc. Take that, Yondu haters. Okay, you want him now? It's a really, really good invalidate, too. Like, really good. That's why I told you, he's one of the best Havoc counters. He's just good for any prowess. He will also steal armor ups as well. And it's, I don't think it's like a nullify. He, like, steals it. So I don't know that it can be, like, gotten around. Maybe. Okay, Dr. Doom. Let's see what we can do with Human Torch. Ooh, I thought I dexed too early there. Actually, I didn't, though. Oh, that didn't stun. Oh, that's why I know. Alright, we got him. How does Chakra invalidate? If you intercept with him. Your main team is Sunspot, Storm, Dr. Doom, Yelena, and Bastion. Dr. Doom and Bastion can probably get a lot done for you. I don't know if it'll be enough to get Act 7 or not, though. You might be able to. Oh, is it just attacking? I thought you had to intercept with Shocker. That's what I thought. All right, and then we have El Champion. I think we use Nico here. There's no reason we can't, right? Not that I'm aware of, at least. But yeah, Yondu has not, like, I don't think really gotten the attention he really deserves because he's only been a 6-star since he was changed. Yeah, a lot of, I mean, it's a tech thing to invalidate, right? It is on heavy. You're correct on that one. I'm sorry, champion. Too bad. My experience as a solo raid gamer has rendered you useless against my expertise. Okay, maybe not useless. I had to special one there because I knew he was going to get unstoppable soon. We needed to reapply halt. Okay, he's not useless. I take it back. Honestly, I'm just going to keep special wanting. He's almost dead. Oh, it's medium attacks. All right, beautiful. Just to make sure the pass didn't pull the sneaky on me. It's still this one. Okay. He also has heal block on the special one. Yondu does, which is really quite nice to have as well. Do I want to do Human Torch here? We could use... No, let's use Human Torch. He's just too good for Mystics, man. I am so glad I was able to pick up a Human Torch. No, Shocker is really annoying on defense. You're absolutely correct. If he decides that he just doesn't want to let you intercept him, there's not a lot you can do. And he, I feel like, decides that quite frequently. So, yeah, I absolutely agree. I probably should be using a special freeze, but... so mad, always throwing rocks at people. All right, now he's dead. Yeah, Shocker can be like ridiculous. Yep. Definitely try to use auto block counters against him. And I don't think, I don't think like anyone knows the special 2 dex timing. I don't even know if there is one. I bet there is. I just don't know it. Never invested a lot of time into Shocker. I've used Shocker for like a decent amount of fights. Nothing super crazy though. He tends to be like a really good answer for the occasional like challenging boss. Because he doesn't crit either, which is another thing that makes him really good. Okay, fine. Captain Marvel movie. Great onslaught counter as well. I think I have done that matchup before, except the one like heavy attack I threw wasn't enough to kill. It was really sad. And I whiffed. Saiyan! Dude, yes! How you doing, man? Good to see you. It's been a minute. Dude, I've been talking up Yondu for like the past 2 weeks. You would be so proud of me. You can ask the stream. I've been a complete Yondu shill. Oh, whoa. Barely dodged that one. I just wish people would see the light. Glad you can make it for a little. I am glad you can make it for a little as well, man. It's been a minute since you've been able to pop into stream. I was spreading Patriot propaganda to my alliance mates in Discord the other day too. Okay. On their faces, Hercules is a pretty good answer for all these guys, but what are the nodes? Special attacks, while you have a prowess. That's not quite for me, is it? I could still do that one. Although I hate fighting Darkhawk. Shock vulnerability. I don't have a tech attacker. Inflicting power drain, burn, or lock. Just kind of unfortunate. What does Ultron have? Every 8 seconds, the defender cycles through a dormant buff. Whenever the defender is knocked down, they activate a buff. Blah, blah, blah. Defender has indefinite protection, reducing all damage received by 90%. Down. Defender gains evade and auto block ability accuracy. I mean, that's fine. He's not always evading. Whenever any of the defender's buffs are nullified, they gain 100% of a bar of power. Okay. So you could just never knock him down, right? Not like... Well, you have to knock him down because of make a stand. I mean, I could probably still do that fight, though. Yondu deserves the talking up. Dude, he does. Rank 3 Hulkbuster on Guillotine 2099. Yeah, he with his shocks, he would do some pretty good work. Trying to think, do I have like anybody in the rafters that could smoke this fight? I'm kind of weak sauce in a lot of different departments, man. Like my tech, I don't even know if I have a tech that causes shock. I have Red Skull, but he's like not ranked up at all. So that would not be the move. Honestly, I'm either going to do Darkhawk or Ultron. I feel like I can just like brute force my way through Ultron. I feel like he's just going to get a ton of power though. You know what? Who cares? That's why we have Heimdall. That's why we have Heimdall. I'm sure at the very least, we can revive spam the fight. At the very least, we just use Hercules for what he was created for. This is gonna, like, Human Torch will basically do nothing against Ultron. I should have just swapped him out. Because he'll just, like, regen everything. Basically. Oh! Alright, Immortality, Heimdall, clutch. Dang it. I actually could have done that with Human Torch. That was going way better than I thought. Will Heimdall ever be a character that can be more than just a synergy partner? Probably not. Probably not. I honestly, like... Bro, no. Probably not. I don't think so. Oh, wait, that didn't hit? Rip. Like, he'll pretty much forever be the Rick and Morty meme with, like, the robot asking what its purpose is, and then when it gets told it's just there to pass the butter. Like, that is, like, Heimdall pretty much forever. Till the rest of time. Okay, I actually didn't know these buffs from the node expire, so this is a lot more manageable than I thought. This might kill. Oh, it would have without Ultron's SIG ability. Alright, there's Yondu, absolutely rinsed. Turned off masteries before it was cool. Can't evade special 2. That's true. It's so annoying, like the Heimdall bosses when they get special 2. Really? Dude, I hate it. I mean, I'm gonna full refill anyway, but come on, man. Texans are still beating the Bills? That's crazy. Wait, like, as in standings or the score? Let me check. Because that game's been going on for a while. It might almost be done. Oh no, it's still going. 10 minutes in the fourth. They're up a touchdown. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's 4th and 1 though. On the Houston 35. Oh, are they going for it? Hold on, I have to know. They got stopped. R.I.P. dude. I think it's true accuracy. No, true strike, I think. You just use Heimdall for, or Kushala for Heimdall, then you can block it. That's true. I just use Nico and just, you know, be Nico and win. That's what I did in 9.3 with the Heimdall boss. Nico just did Nico stuff. Okay, class has to match the defenders. I just instantly scroll off those. All right. I think we just take this path with Nico. Except we take in Odin so that we can get the shock resist pre-fight, and we'll just give it to Nico. And I think that's a move. That should work. So that if we do like suffer from that node, we're covered. It's weird the Texans aren't 0-10. They're actually pretty good this year. They've had some injuries and some kind of unlucky things. The team I'm the most shocked by is the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been kind of underperforming, like, pretty severely. Man, that shock resist is pretty, like, spicy, too. Somebody might need to hold Spidey, though, if the Bills don't win this one. If he pops in here after the game, if the Bills lose, you guys need to make sure to give him a lot of love and support. Heaven knows he will need it. Oh my gosh, the AI is juicing right now, man. Holy crap. Man, I thought for sure I was like quick enough to punish that, but I guess not. You're surprised the Pats are doing well? Dude, I'm impressed with how quick that rebuild is happening. Now, I will say the Pats... Not that they've played, like, only easy teams, but they have a little bit of a softer schedule than most, I think. And I hate when they don't cooperate like this. Sigh. I mean, honestly, is that the worst thing, though? We just get some healing from it anyways. Thank you, Odin. Yeah, I don't mind that actually at all. That's one thing to keep in mind too. We can just let them get an armor up buff throughout this entire path. AFC East as a whole is weak sauce. Yeah. Yeah, there's like... I think this year there's a lot of team... Like, any team can take home the Super Bowl, right? But I also think there's like some teams that are like kind of fraudulent. Just a little bit that I just think are like fool's gold in a way. For the record, I do think the Pats are good. I don't think they're quite there yet, though. I really think like when push comes to shove, we're probably going to see a lot of the same teams in the postseason that we've been used to the past few years. Maybe not the Chiefs, though, since they're just kind of blowing it. I I think they're still more favored than not to make the playoffs, but it is still like crazy. Dude, he will always throw that special too when I'm blocking. Can't have another Boston team winning. They're too cocky. I wish I could be cocky about my sports team. And wouldn't that be nice, chat? It's unfortunate Nico is not doing much damage here. Magneto must have like poison resistance of some kind that I just like don't remember. I would use Nico here anyway, but it is slow. I do hate like toxic fan bases though. I'm definitely like on board with that. I can agree. Like, some fan bases are just so insufferable when they win. Definitely not me, though. Because I can never celebrate. I like, whenever the Dolphins are winning, I'm in a perpetual state of just, like, waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know? Like, they're bound to just lose and start being doo-doo buns again. And there's nothing I can do about it. It makes it impossible to enjoy wins, man. Because that is a team that lets you down over and over and over again. It's kind of like a lot of different things in life, unfortunately. So I'm kind of used to it. The Eagles are known for that. Yeah, they're also known for just like destroying their city when they win. Which is kind of a bummer. Alright, Nico against Cersei. This should be fun. Should be a great time. I wish I had Rintra for this fight. Rintra just rinses it, dude. She's gonna catch me with this. Like 100%. No, yep, there it is. I thought I got it in time too. Don't glance. Or do glance, that's fine. That is actually really unlucky. I could have waited for the glancing to be gone. Probably will do that this time. Wait, there's a JFK movie? Okay, well, I'm getting some willpower healing. I really need to wait for the glancing to be on cooldown. I guess it activates when she gets hit with a special, so I probably need a beta heavy out. Again, I always just like use Rintra for Cersei and just like forget about it. That's another good thing about the alt, is it's like helping me with like fights I just don't do. without, like, really good counters. Yeah, I think we're good here. There we go. That's what we wanted, chat. That's what we were looking for. Huge cast of All-Stars? I'm surprised I've never heard of it. I generally am aware of most movies. I don't want to get too far into the weeds on that, but... man, that stuff is crazy. That's all I'm going to say. I wish I had invisibility here. I totally can get punished. Yep. It was worth trying to keep the debuff alive, though. Alright, there we go. Once we finally got the debuff on her. We still, I feel like, barely took any damage, though. No, Yondu! Yondu's actually kind of tricky on defense, too. You need to kind of just play as if he's just unblockable. It kind of sucks. I need this Yondu to throw a heavy. Usually he's like more than happy to. That's why I'm not trying to intercept or anything. Come on, buddy. Come on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now we bait the special one. Bait the special one more time. Okay, now we finally can do damage. This one's gonna be really a tough fight. Man, this is actually gonna be horrible. Honestly, I wonder if it's just more worth it to ignore the node and go special ones only. Because this is gonna be bad. Yeah, I think that's the move. Yeah, now we can do damage. Right. Except we can't. Yeah, that's that Yondu Sig a little bit. Coming into clutch. Man, what's more annoying too is his stupid special one, right? Applying the thing that like limits your power gain. Like legit infuriating. Saying, did you watch Battle Realm Brawl? Yeah, that shock does kind of suck. That's true. Because Yondu and how he works. Honestly, that's like a... this is a kind of gross defender for this lane. Like, now that I think about it, okay. Saying, I even tweeted about it. I said I was really surprised nobody pulled out Yondu for Battle Realm Brawl. Because I was like, dude, you basically have to play like he's unblockable. He is like a hard counter to Havoc, which is like a menace the entire like tournament. Also, it's probably just more worth it to go special too. I'm gonna try both things. Oh, there's one more hit. I'm stupid. All this, and we're freaking 15% of the damage in there, boys. Dude, look at how many of the buffs we have on him, though, man. You did watch it, but not the last match? Dude, the last match was awesome. Like, the championship. Alright, poisons. Please do a lot of damage. Yeah, special 2s are the move. Did I activate Nico's pre-fight? No. I don't think that would have really done much here, unfortunately. It's just a rude champion to have on this path. This is definitely going to be a long one. Yeah, I'm pro Yondu. That being said, dude, I don't think we'll get him. Like, I'm a little bummed out. We might. I don't know, man. It's all gonna come down to like just how good the stuff in the web store is. Because just a reminder, guys, I'm not spending like arena units, or at least I'm not planning to. Like, there's a chance I might. I want to go fully in on Banquet. So that's what the Cyber Weekend Fund is. For all you guys that want to see a Cyber Weekend stream and have so generously donated, which thank you everyone who has contributed to that so far, seriously. Rupture Immune pre-fight? Ooh, that actually would have been a good idea. I didn't think about that. I forgot she had it, honestly. I feel like it rarely comes in clutch. Yeah, I think during the Battle Realm Brawl, they announced the first selector would be at 10k. I do wonder, though, just because, like, if you buy things on the web store, usually it's a little bit nicer. Like, it's a little bit less expensive. On the bright side, dude, like, these nodes keep you pretty healthy, I feel like. Anytime you want to throw that special Uno, my friend. Thank you. Oh, I missed the Dex. Thank you for not just completely destroying me. We're getting there, guys. We are making pretty good headway. I definitely regret not using the pre-fight. I can't believe I forgot about that. I just generally like to save pre-fights as just like a rule of thumb. And I actually feel pretty confident in like my ability to do the Yondu fight. I know you get the tokens just from logging in. That's what they said. So we should all be able to get like pretty good stuff from that. Okay, I predict like 3 or 4 special 2s left. Honestly, by the way, I think even if I were Rupture Immune, this would still be taking a long time. it's just how Yondu goes, man. You know how when you like say the same thing over and over again to the point where it stops like sounding like English? That's kind of like where I feel like this fight is getting. I like everything is starting to just blur together for me. It's all Yondu. The whole stage is Yondu. I don't even know what reality is anymore, man. This should almost KO, though, I think. Maybe. Maybe? Yeah, we're pretty much there. Alright, we're almost there, chat. Beautiful fight. Not perfect. We did get hit, but we finished with a full yellow bar. Because we were able to willpower for 3 years. Yep, almost a 10-minute fight. Let's go! Woohoo! Yeah, Yondu, my man. I love whoever put him on that path. That was a stroke of genius. Thank you very much, Story Quest designer guy. You are my hero. Thank you. No, seriously, don't stand up. Not for me. Will Steam Deck let you play this game with the controls? I would imagine it would, Huday. That is something I've really wanted to test. And I think so. Please use a champ that removes debuffs. Yeah, will do. We're a little bit limited on this account, unfortunately. We are Howard Stark, limited by the technology of our time, chat. I'm sorry. Hopefully we never have to go through that again. That's one thing I've noticed, man. Like with the alt account, there's been like some fights that we just like kind of have to take. And we just have to take, like, forever to do them. Some of those have been self-imposed. Some of you may be reminded of the Medusa fight that I did with Hercules. That would be a perfect example. But hey, look, I was just trying to get max value out of all my champions, you know? And then Hercules ended up doing it little by little, you know? Ah, shoot. You've seen some rank 4 Terrax? Some rank 4 Terrai? Dude is still pretty annoying. He was also... he also made an appearance during Brawl. Any of them Terrys on this here plane trying to get froggy. We gonna Drax them sclounced. I hope somebody gets that reference or I'm gonna actually sound like a lunatic. Terex is one of your auto bans. He's definitely like really obnoxious. Alright, not too bad. We mostly regened. from any of the damage. Even if your armor break immune still did damage to you. Yeah. Yeah, I usually like to use like Rintra or Count Nefaria. Just they kind of just heal a bunch, you know? So like you can kind of sustain in that fight. Alright, Apocalypse, and then it is Boss Cité. I don't think I want to use the pre-fight. I don't really know if I need it for a boss, so I'd rather keep it. Wiccan? Oh, yeah. Yo, Cosmic, how are you, man? Alright, well, RIP the debuff. It's alright. See, Nico's not as OP as you guys think. What can she do if she loses her buff immunity, man? Defenders with long special attacks against attackers that like have like debuffs or something they need to keep active. Not my favorite. For that Terrax, I think I used Bishop. And I have no idea what was really like happening that entire time. I just know that like eventually after like 1 or 2 revives, Bishop killed him. Like I genuinely don't know like what interactions were happening. I just know he died. It was like so weird. What quest is this? 742? Or is it 741? I think it's 742. I knew I didn't get that last one. Oh well. Alright, there we go. Oh my gosh, Nick. Of course you use Gladiator. I would like to know a stat. I wish MCOC could show us how many fights you've done with this specific champion. I would like to know how many KOs I've gotten with Count Nefaria. How many KOs Charles has gotten with Jabari. And then how many KOs that Nick has gotten with Gladiator. I genuinely am curious. Alright, let's take a look at the boss island. Crossbones with Galvanize. Foresight. I mean, this doesn't seem too crazy. This just is like a regular Crossbones fight. You just play like he's unblockable, right? Yeah. So that's just a normal Crossbones fight, but just act like he's perma unblockable. When the defender activates a special attack, they gain a Fury passive. Fury starts pause, unpauses after the special attack. Special Fury duration is reduced by 4 seconds. When the Fury expires, the defender takes a burst of damage. It's immune to bleed. Less likely to activate special 1. Okay, we can use Yondu for that fight. Honestly, should we just use Yondu? Pretty sure he would be fine. He's just going to be throwing special 2 a lot. Yeah, let's just use Yondu. That's Nimrod food, by the way. Nimrod destroy that fight. Guaranteed. Josh Allen's getting destroyed? Oh, no. What's the score now? Somebody might need a hold, Spidey. Ooh, I mean, 41 seconds left. The Bills have the ball. Or they will have the ball. Or no, they do have the ball. Or did they just turn it over? No, I don't think so. I think they're driving. No, maybe that's over? No, they got a first. Okay. Dude, they might win it with a last second touchdown. Sorry, guys, I'm distracted. Anyway, let's see. I guess I might as well slap Ironheart in for Odin, I think. I'm just trying to think if that'll work. It should be fine. I wish I had Nimrod, though. That part's a little bit sad. I hope for Spidey's, for my mod's sake. Because look, Miami's season is over. Straight up. Also, just, you know, some more, like, Yondu propaganda for you guys. He has an outrageously long heal block. Like, this is ridiculous, man. Okay, I thought he was supposed to be more likely to throw the special too. Was I wrong? Look at that. Look at that. That's just so easy. That's so easy. I might be one of the best salesmen for Cyber Weekend right now. Oh my gosh, they're in the red zone. Oh no. Oh, what a close game. What quest was that? Yeah, that was 742. Dang, I can't believe we're almost done with Act 7. We have been absolutely, like, crushing. Ooh, it's 4th and 1. Buffalo has a timeout. He had a false start penalty. Oh no. I think the Bills are cooked now, dude. Oh no. Like champions that can inflict debuffs through block? I mean, that's just like helpful in general, yeah. I think, okay, a couple things will like make a champion a good champion in my eyes. One is utility. 2 is like sustainability. Like if they have some nice heals, that's why I really like Nefaria. Just super awesome. And he's just like so tanky. And then 3 is just like champions that counter annoying champions. I don't know if that really counts. But yeah, like Yondu does that, man. The way you play Yondu is reminiscent of how you play Rintra. That's true, actually. Maybe that's why I gel with Yondu so much. That's actually good. I never thought about that. To be fair, you're supposed to play both champions that way, you know? Rintra can inflict his ruptures through block. There's no reason not to. Josh Allen threw a pick. Oh boy. All right, guys. If Spidey drops by, make sure to give him a warm hug. Okay. Ticking time bomb, parry vulnerability, explosive personality. I don't like that. Invisible woman. Ugh, I hate paradox, man. Wait, maybe I don't. Attackers' debuffs have 30% potency per paradox. Oh, what? While there are 2 or less paradox, the attacker's power locked. That's fine. When you interrupt the defender's light or medium attacks, so basically if you intercept, remove a paradox charge. Every 10 seconds, attackers inflicted with falter debuff. The attacker lands a hit, the timer's reset, and foresight. Honestly, like, that's not a bad path. That's not super bad. We'll try it. We'll see how Yondu does. Go figure. I might want to bring Torch for this path too. Big ruptures. I'm hopeful. I'm not a big fan of Now You See Me or whatever, but that's okay. Okay, we just parry a few times and then profit. Dude, I don't even think you need foresight. I don't even have any Furies on Yondu. Now I do. Oh! Did you guys see that clutch? Oh my gosh, I was scratching my nose and she went invisible. Oh my, that was an all-timer. Oh my gosh. Food for Okoye too, yeah. No, Okoye would destroy. That's a good call. That is a really good call, actually. Holy reaction? Yeah. We got it, man. That's that gamer diff. Oh my gosh, look at the foresight ruptures. Oh my heck. Look at that health just evaporate. Oh my gosh, Mr. Voodoo, goodbye. Goodbye. Any debuff. A Mole Man, even. Mole Man would dominate. Oh my god. Oh, he had no chance. You don't need foresight, but once you get it, my goodness. Spidey, I love you. I just want you to know that. I think you do a great job as mod. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm not unaware of what you're going through right now. I just want you to know that everybody here you can lean on if you need to vent to somebody. Yeah. I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing okay. Dude, actually, Now You See Me might suck with DDHK. Because the entire special is almost 10 seconds. Nefaria is insane? Yeah. He's really good, Houday. He's even better if you can get him awakened. I don't know. I feel like Vegas would want the Bills in the playoffs more than the Texans. I do think that sucks though, man. I saw that he ended the game with a pick as well, Josh. That hurts. And then a false start on the lineman when you guys were 4th and 1 because you could have run the ball there. You got a timeout. That hurts as well. Like a ton. I need to get a few more paradox charges, I think. I only have like 8. 8 or 9. Yeah, I have 9. I can go all the way up to 12. Are you gonna throw anything, buddy? Well, we might die. This is gonna really come down to the wire. Okay, we're good. 3%. You got sacked 7 times? How does that even happen? Man, you guys need better wide receivers. Yeah, I guess if it's tight, it makes it worth watching. That's a good point. Man, do I even want to use heals? Probably not. It's probably better to just let him die and revive him, but... I know, Houday. I know. I don't think it ever happened. I think that's kind of what Injustice is. Like, I don't know that they would do anything different than that. But if they did... Ah, crap. I forgot about getting too many paradox charges. Wait, but does it not, like, insta-kill me? No! Oh my... That's such bad timing. That was gross. I did see your message, Charles, yeah. Indeed. Indeed. I guess they really want the Patriots to win the division, huh? They just, like, didn't want the Buffalo Bills to even have a chance. That's okay. It's a good story. All right. Boss time. That one went really freaking fast. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Odin protection saved me. Okay. I think you're right. I forgot that I had that. Every 30 seconds, all buffs on both champions are nullified. Champion with the most buffs nullified this way gains a Fury passive. Increasing attack rating by 500%. Gives them an unblockable passive. Lasting for 10 seconds. When they expire, the timer restarts. In the event of a tie, both champions gain Fury and a blockable. Okay. So, presumably I could use an eco there. Every 3 seconds, the defender gains a permanent armor up buff. There's a chance I could use Yondu there too. Maybe. Definitely could. If he throws his special 2, he'll be getting a lot of prowess. Honestly, I might just King Groot and use Nico. We could also use Nico against MCOC. That fight would be relatively easy, I think. Once we get a special 1. We probably have enough time before he enters his, like, 1 mode to throw a special 2 and then a special 1. Okay, and then Hubris. We could probably use Human Torch for that. We have, like, decent counters for every fight here. I think I might go ahead and do the MCOC fight. That just feels very Nico-able. Well, no, let's go in and try the King Groot. I'm gonna have to tank a special 2 probably, though, which is a little troubling. That's funny, Nick. I didn't know Tatum tore his Achilles. That sucks, man. I think either of these fights are not, like, super bad, personally. Of course I say that, and who knows. Like, I think all 3 of these aren't, like... They're not, like, the most insane fight, you know? I'll go with Hulkling. Yeah, sure, why not? Mordo probably would crush, too. Or Kushala, like, you get the Soul Barb on King Groot. Especially if he has those prowess from his, like, special 2. It could go kind of crazy. Yo, what's up, Professor Execution? Sorry. My brain is slowed down a little bit right now, man. How's it going? He's just gonna shrug this, but... Ooh, she can be immune to poison, dude. That's the move. If you stay far away, you get the unstoppable? Yeah, but you don't need it, though. You know, like, that's the thing. Have I done Alliance War yet? Wait, are you talking to me? If that's directed at me, the answer is no. Well, actually, no. It's a yes. Actually, that's a lie. Oh wait, not on the main account though. I have done it on the alt. Sorry, man. Stream got a stream. That being said, I need to drop another special dose on this fan. This man. Better get to work? I will. I'll take a look at everything after. Alright, well that was really easy. Full health too. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Man, you know what is shabby though? Is like the freaking rewards, man. They just suck. If I ever come back to the quest, any science was fine for Purgatory, but if you have a champ that has invisibility, you can hit her as her special is ending to get insane damage. That's good advice. That's good advice. I like that, actually. Okay. Or you can just use Gladiator, right? I'm surprised Nick hasn't come in here with the Gladiator propaganda. Eat Crow? Yeah, and I really need to get a better science champion other than Human Torch. You have class advantage, you get superiority. Squirrel Girl, Caveman's favorite. When you gain a buff, you gain a paradox charge. 30% special attack damage per paradox. Remove one when they're knocked down. I could maybe use Hercules on that path. You type that as you said it. Yep, there it is. There it is. Ooh, Power Shield with recharge. Whenever the attacker performs a parry, they gain a power gain buff. Okay. Oh, but okay, you basically don't want to parry. I got it. And then more likely to activate special 2. That might not be too bad of a lane. I don't really know the Cyclops special 2, though. Matador? Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. I feel like this path is pretty easy too. That would just be another probably like decent Herc path. Heck, I could also use Yondu. I don't even want to deal with... Honestly, I might just go this path with Hulkbuster. I will get... It's inevitable. I will get hit in the dome with the Airwalker special 1. It's just like infused with like BS kryptonite special juice. I don't know. It's so weird, man. We'll try that path though. It does suck that like the builds don't give Josh the help he needs, I think. But he's like a generational talent and he's kind of getting wasted in Buffalo. Like I said, it's really reminiscent of like the Aaron Rodgers Green Bay Packers. Like Aaron Rodgers was cracked out of his mind when he wasn't like 45 or whatever he is now. But like they just never got him help. It just hurts, man. It sucks. And is that really all there is to this node? Like, that is not bad. Man, I would hope there was, like, Hurt Locker or something, but... I mean, you could also just, like, never throw specials, I feel like, and you're totally safe. Oh, rip me, dude. Never mind. You're not totally safe. Not if you're me. Okay, is that dead? Yep. He had Tay? Wait, Tay? Tay? Tay. Why can't I remember who Tay is? Oh, Devontae. Yes, that's true. He did have Devontae. But that, like... I don't know, man. It felt like, even though you have Devontae Adams, like... What else is there? You know? All right, here it comes. I'll get hit by at least 5. It's just the weird travel speed of it. There's just some weird hex cast over it. CGR nukes the path? Oh, I bet he does. To be fair, there's a lot of paths out there that CGR nukes. That is his nature. See, there it is. I told you. Oh my gosh, I can't not get hit by it. It is the strangest thing. I could always just, like, go for the special too. It's gonna get him prowess, but, like... No, okay, never mind. I fully thought I got hit there. Okay, we got the KO. I'll take it. Randall Cobb, Robert Tonyan, that's it. Not wrong, but he did have some help. Definitely more than Josh. He only has your beautiful goat, James Cook. I take it you have James Cook in fantasy this year. He has been, in fact, cooking, though. I remember Randall Cobb being, like, okay. But yeah, I don't, like, I think it's similar. I think Josh is in a worse situation, though. Who's my favorite BG streamer? Who do I like the most? I don't really watch this game on YouTube, so I don't really have a favorite. Cosmic. I don't really watch a lot of other MCOC content creators. I know that's, like, I don't know. Whenever I'm on YouTube, I just try to watch, like, DIY stuff. And I don't want to let my opinions get, like, super tainted by the views of, like, other YouTubers, you know? Because I want you guys to know that, like, my opinions are my own when it comes to, like, things I say on stream. They're not, like, taken from other people. Like, there have been occasions where, like, a video has been, like, popular enough in the community or something where I'll watch it. But that's, like, pretty much it. That being said, I don't know. Execution. I have JSN in one of my leagues. That's been glorious. JSN has been feeding families. Man, that's unfortunate. He just did not want to attack me. And then I thought I was getting an absolute steal when I got Saquon Barkley. Turns out that was wrong. Which path is mine? Is it this one? Yep. Ooh, that Icarus could be a problem. You watch Trap or Cantona for Battleground streams on the days you don't have homework to do? Yeah, I can honestly say I've never actually seen any content from those guys. Nothing against either of them. I'm sure they're great people. And I should not be burning so many potions when I have so many revives in the stash, but here we are. It has been a long stream. I feel like we've just been doing tons of fighting, man. Oh, I whiffed. Holy mackerel, that's an insane team. How many people are in that league? That's actually, like, feels illegal. Holy crap. Man, that's actually shocking. Only one loss and you don't have Jonathan Taylor. That's not very common these days. See, do I want to use Nico? I think we do want to use Nico. Let's use Nico. Just so we can deal with his annoying, like, energize. Throw it, dude. Oh my gosh, we barely got that before his stupid, like, special detonation. "10 people league and you got that team? What? Dude, that's criminal." And you have Baker on the bench. Baker, Baker, touchdown maker. Wow. Unbelievable, genuinely. I tip my hat. And Tyler Warren's a steal too. I drafted Jake Ferguson and he's been like good enough. He was like tight end 1 or 2 for a while. So I'm happy with it. Last year I had Brock Bowers and he was absolutely like carrying, which was really awesome. Ah. That's alright. The ruptures are gonna go crazy. Not as crazy as I thought. I'm surprised Moth to a Flame doesn't punish you if you just want to, like, never throw a special. Like, you can do that and, like, never have to deal with the node at all. Usually for stuff like that, there's something that, like, if you build up too many charges, you get, like, degened or something. That is honestly pretty kind. Attacker's odometer starts at 0 and goes up to 200, increasing as they dash forwards and backwards, resetting each time they're knocked down by a special. While it is below or equal to 100, defender reduces all damage based on the odometer's value. While the odometer is above 100, the defender becomes unblockable and the attacker gains a fury, increasing attack rating based on the odometer's value. Parry vulnerability. This seems like a really dumb boss. Defender's unstoppable buffs gain 50% duration. Every 5 hits on the attacker's combo meter creates 1 steadfast buff. Okay, so at least you can get steadfast. Patriot would kind of cook because he gets steadfast, right? Mentioned earlier how adding Kingpin and Valkyrie could help the skill class. I don't know that it, like, severely moves the needle. It definitely doesn't hurt. There are a lot of mutants that are anti-purify now, though. You're right. Like, I don't think it's gonna make up for, like, where it's lacking. But I definitely don't think it, like, hurts it at all. Yeah, Valkyrie is really good. You just kind of need her awaken, though. That's the issue, you know? That is the issue. And then her being like a banquet champ, those are always harder to awaken. Like, I only... Like, you don't really nat awaken them unless you're spending a bunch of money. We just got like an awakening gem in the milestones, and then the other ones that I have awakened, aka Sentinel and Medusa. Medusa got awakened from the milestone gem, and then I had to wait for a generic to awaken Sentinel. So, all right, we have new and improved Super Scroll. Basically, he has stun vulnerability. So you would parry and then dex an attack and then an attack him? Or go in and attack him? That's kind of odd. Okay, oscillate. My favorite. The attacker resists up to 90% of degen damage. Resistance potency reduced by a flat 30% for each of the attacker's filled bars of power. Additionally, knocking the defender down removes the attacker's degeneration effects, each inflicting one on the defender. And then each time the attacker performs a well-timed block, they gain a fury buff, increasing attack rating by 5% for 10 seconds. And then there's Bubble Shield. Dude, you could probably just revive spam through that with Human Torch, I think. It's either Human Torch for Mojo, or we just go in with Nico, probably, against a Nihilist, which I don't really want to do. I might just Human Torch Mojo. You just rank 3'd stealth suit? Nice, dude. I hate that champion, but nice. I never really vibed with him very much. He is pretty good, though. He does a lot of things. I definitely am not denying that. Alright, we'll just probably, like, throw everybody at Mojo and then finish off with Human Torch, I think. And then we'll see where that takes us. We'll go in with the Yondu first. Alright, our health probably gonna get annihilated soon. Man, is Yondu gonna do the whole thing? Surely not. You got him from a minion crystal, bro? Man, God has favorites. Very nice pull, though, man. That's insane. I've never had anything with that low odds happen to me in this game. I kept, like, really hoping that I could snag, like, a reunion selector from the reunion crystal or whatever. Never happened. Man, that was pretty good, though. That was our extra credit, basically. Like, that was a freebie. Honestly, we'll just go in with Torch now, I think. He'll be dead anyway. That's unbelievable. I still, like, cross my fingers every time Kabam gives us one of those crystals that, like, I'm gonna be able to get, like, a selector, but I don't think it'll ever actually happen. That was easy. Mojo, roll over. Banquet. Well, yeah, Banquet. I mean, they go into the basic pool like after a year. I mean, it's just like a lot of the other exclusive things. Dude, they really, really need to fix that. Having to wait a year for champions that may or may not be relevant by the time they're available to the masses. I'm okay with spenders getting champions early and having an advantage, but that is far too much of one, in my opinion. Like, people with Purgatory and Raids were just profiting. People with Sentinel and Battlegrounds, like Black Panther even, Medusa, like, so many good champions are locked behind, like, a 1 year ominous wait time, like Nebulous. We don't actually know if it's going to be a year. You don't know if you're ever going to get that champion. I hate that, man. I wish there was transparency on... And I'm sure they have, like, psychology, like, data-driven studies to show that, like, this is a bad thing. But I wish they would just tell us when a champion would enter a basic instead of us just assuming it's a year or something, you know? Like, I hate that. I hate it so much. I know that it's, like, FOMO. That's, like, kind of modern gaming, like, game theory. As far as, like, monetization goes, it just feels like... I'm not a big fan. I don't like it. Yeah, I have a rank 4 Sentinel. I didn't get Purgatory, though. Man, today was very, very fruitful. We can probably... Man, we might run out of full energy refills, though. But we might be able to get Future King down... maybe tomorrow? We're going to probably be on the main, right? Because we get the new Howard the Duck thing. I don't know if tomorrow is when we'll actually hit Cyber Weekend, though. I kind of want to keep the Cyber... Since I introduced the Cyber Weekend fund kind of late, I kind of want to maybe leave it up for a week, and then we can, like, at the end of next week, is that... We can talk more about it tomorrow on stream, I think. We'll see what everyone else says. There's a lot of people that aren't here anymore, so... If the masses want me to crack open the piggy bank Cyber Weekend fund tomorrow, we can do that. If not, then we'll plan on like a week from tomorrow or something. Kank today or tomorrow? We'll just have to play it by ear, Cosmic. That'll depend on a lot of different things. I can't really make that plan yet, though. Getting one bundle tomorrow. The bundles do look pretty good. Is 7-star Omega Red from a Delta. I think the last time I got something like that was Moleman. It was, like, fairly exclusive or whatever. Anyway, that being said, if you guys have alt accounts and you want to join Big Deal Energy, go ahead. It is set to open. We take all kinds. But, yeah, I think that's going to do it for the stream today, guys. Shout out to our Big Dill, the biggest of dills. I don't think he's here anymore, but Caveman, you are the bomb, dude. You stole the title early, and you kept it the whole stream. Crisp high five again to you, sir. I don't think you're here, but I hope you felt like a weird tickle in spirit, and you know that that was a crisp high five. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm mumbling now. Getting Ultron's good. I've been wanting... He is here! Oh, he is here! Oh my god! Never mind! Okay, so you actually just get to reap the benefits. For the rest of you, though, we did get a pretty good stream today, so go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five. He is the big deal. Thank you guys so much for the awesome stream today. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Have fun with your Cyber Weekend openings. Post them in the Discord down below if you're not already a member. If you get anything super awesome, I would love to hear about it. So would everybody else. Again, thanks for being an awesome community. Have a good night if that's what it is for you, or a good day. And I will see you guys in the next one.